Hello again and welcome back to the Home Bartender with Anne. In my Bahama Mama video, we talked about Happy Raptor's hibiscus syrup. Great syrup, really good sub for grenadine in lots of different cocktails. But what you may or may not know is that I have a friend, his name is the Gnome. He works at Happy Raptor Distillery. He has a YouTube channel and it's called Gnome's Tavern. I really love his energy, he's super funny, and he has lots of fun guests on his channel as well. I'll put a link to his channel below in the description box, but definitely go subscribe to his channel. It's really, really fun. So he works at Happy Raptor Distillery down in New Orleans. They make a lot of fun rums and spirits that I would really love to get my hands on. We should try and work that out at some point. Long story short, he thought of me right away for the hibiscus syrup. He thought that would be great to use in my Tiki cocktails in particular. The Gnome and Happy Raptor also sent me some praline syrup as well, along with the cutest little box of goodies you've ever seen. Today, let's explore the praline syrup because it can be great in Tiki as well. Now, I'm gonna taste the syrup first with my lovely assistant, Greg, and then we're gonna make a quick little cocktail and go over that with you next. So Greg, let's try the syrup here. Here's one for you.
All right, thank you.
Niels. One for me, cheers.
Cheers.
So when I smell this, I smell cinnamon and spices. And that's kind of what I taste. It's really cinnamon forward.
Yeah.
The spices are dominant. It'd be a really great replacement, I think, for cinnamon syrup.
It's like a mild Red Hots, those little small Red Hots.
I don't. Do you get any of the, now I kind of get a little bit of the praline on the second sip. Do you get any of the kind of nutty pecan praline?
Yeah, like at the end.
Yeah.
It just kind of sits there, which I think is good because my complaint is that things have too much pecan in it and it's just too syrupy, and this actually has more of the spice with a kind of round finish at the end of the praline flavor.
I like that it doesn't linger on your tongue very long. What does remain there is just a nice sweetness. So basically I get cinnamon, I get spices, and at the end I get a little bit of praline.
Yeah.
So,
and also it doesn't have any bizarre aftertaste.
yes, this is made
It's
from
real smooth.
everything that it's made from is natural. They don't use any preservatives, and you can go right on their website, and they are very transparent about it. They put that information right on their website. What I'd like to do is make a little cocktail with this first, or next, I should say. I'm gonna use El Dorado 12-year here. It's a Demerara rum from Guyana. It's a blend of aged rums that are at least 12 years old. They are distilled by using a combination of stills, including a coffee still and a double wooden pot still, before adding that to a bourbon oak barrel. It's really rich, and usually I sip it neat. I usually don't actually mix this in a cocktail, but the great thing about this is it's really yummy and smooth. It's a little bit spicy, and it leaves you with caramel on your palate at the end. But the great thing about this cocktail itself is it's called a Bombo. What this is about really is the British Navy, when they were running their ships and the pirates were around, they drank basically a sour. So they would have the rum, they would have citrus, and they would have sugar, because that, they could afford all that. Now the pirates, all they had was the rum and some spices. That's what this cocktail is. It's literally rum and the cinnamon syrup. So let's go ahead and get a rock. If you will just open that up, get one of those in there. So we have 2 ounces of El Dorado rum here. Go ahead and pour that over the top. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of syrup, but of a cinnamon syrup, but I actually have 1/4 of an ounce here. We're gonna use that. I think for this praline syrup, it kind of needs that, but that's what's great about this cocktail. You could use any kind of rum basically that you want, and you could dial this down to just a teaspoon or a dash of cinnamon syrup, or you could go all the way up to 3/4 of an ounce, half an ounce, whatever you wanted to. You really make it your own. So let's put that in there. And then I'm gonna put a little nutmeg over the top of mine and yours. Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Man, that nutmeg makes all the difference. It's boozy. That is for damn sure. That's why I was saying, if you wanted to, get more of that cinnamon syrup in there, you can. I mean, it definitely warms you up from the inside right away.
Sure.
Personally, I do get the cinnamon syrup. I do taste it, or the praline syrup. What are you getting?
Booze. That's
Okay.
really, for the most part. So mine had a little bit less.
Okay,
in it.
do you want to add a
So
little bit
I want
more?
to add more to it.
Okay,
Like,
go for it.
that's better.
Do you get that cinnamon?
I do, completely. I'm a fan of the syrups. I really loved the hibiscus. And also, usually, pecan, I'm just not that much of a... Same with like everything with almonds, like an almondine. Like if there's too much of that over the pastry or something, it just becomes too potent for me. And I feel the same way with praline. The difference on this is that it's well balanced. It's not overtly sweet in the sense of like tasting artificial.
It makes me think too that there's got to be some kind of baking, something you could do with this in baking, you know, because
for sure.
it's a really well-rounded syrup, cinnamon, spice, and praline at the end. It seems perfect for some kind of
You could glaze over
pecan
something.
pie or
yeah,
you know,
right.
something. I do like that they're very transparent about what they're using, and they put nutritional facts right on their website, but they have this little QR code here that you scan, and that takes you right to the nutritional facts on their website. Like I said, I'd love to get my hands on some Banana Fosters or the banana rum that Happy Raptor has, but I just wanted to say thank you so much to Gnome at Gnome's Tavern and Happy Raptor for sending a few of us, but especially me, these syrups. They're really great. I'm super impressed, and I'm just really grateful that you included Greg and I in your package. I really appreciate it. That's it, I think, unless you have any other thing you'd like to add.
It's a great product, and we try a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't know that I get to try all the 30 cocktails that Anne works on for a selection of, say, 10. So there's a lot of things and a lot of new spirits and syrups and different things that I get to try. So not that I'm an expert, but I do try a lot of things, and this is pretty impressive.
It is. Very impressive. A+ you guys. Both syrups, really, really great. Thank you again. And that's it for now. Join me next week at my home bar where we'll make another fun cocktail, or you never know, we might taste something else. So see you then. Cheers and be well.
Take care.